So boom, right? Check this out, man. We got Rollie versus Ryan Garcia. This is the face-off. Okay? Not the face-off, but the face-off. Alright. Hit that sub button, man. We got hard rating too. We got 16 minutes together. Let's see what Rollie and Ryan got to say. Okay? Now, personally, I'm a Gervonta Davis fan. Last I checked, Tank packed up both of y'all. Hit that sub button and let's get into it, man.
I know you at this point. I know everything about you, and you know that.
Why would I know? How?
I know everything about you.
Do you?
I truly do.
That sounds like you're in love with me. Are you in love with me?
On May 2nd, live on DAZN Worldwide and in the heart of New York City, two of the biggest punchers in boxing will square off in a 147-pound fight when Ryan Garcia takes on former 140-pound champion Rollie Romero.
A face-off
That will happen
in
on
New York
May
is
2nd.
crazy. That's
Today,
hard.
they face off.
Hard. May 16th,
Ryan,
okay.
Been a year since we've seen you back in New York. How does it feel to be back here?
It feels good. It's kind of like a bittersweet moment because all of the stuff that transpired after. But at the end of the day, I'm just excited to be back in the ring. Rollie's is a pretty good fighter, and I think that this has been a long time coming, and it could set me up really well for the rematch with Haney. But first, I gotta focus on Rollie. So here we are. I'm excited to be back in the ring.
For sure.
You guys have
Who y'all got winning? I got Ryan winning for sure.
A while.
That left hook gonna send
After
Rollie
you
to
beat
the
Duarte,
underworld, bro.
You called Rollie out. Rollie, I saw a clip of you. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, saying you and Ryan would meet at 147 pounds. You kind of predicted this would happen. How do you feel now that it's here?
I mean, I said it was going to be one of the biggest fights in the history of boxing, and definitely in the history of the United States. So, I mean, look at this. I mean, even just looking at the card, like how stacked it is, even with Devin, and I mean, we got 2 4-time world champions inside of on our undercard. So,
and you actually should be thanking me for the success you've had in your career because you used me in that sparring match.
Let me ask you a question.
Use those moments. Don't lie.
I remember
How many
that.
followers did you have at the time we sparred?
What are you talking
like
about?
10K?
I was the most hottest prospect
You had like
in
10K
the sport.
followers.
But ever since I
And then aside
but
from
when
that,
I rose
I
rose though, what were you?
I
Were you
didn't-
not bringing that back every time? Hold up, before you talk, because I was on a hot ride. You weren't.
The sparring video you're talking about, it's been everywhere for a while now.
8 years.
Iconic.
That's crazy. A very long time.
It's an iconic
Bro.
video.
Why do you say it's an iconic video?
It's been playing. It's been running for 8 years straight.
They was going
it's like
at
a
it.
TV show that don't want to turn off.
at
Like,
this point-
damn, man, is this like Friends that won't stop? Like,
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm tired of watching that.
I'm dead.
yeah, it's just one of those things that just never left, my career. Like no matter what I did, it's just like they're always running there.
Well, it finally can, bro.
So I'm happy this fight's finally happening because we
Yeah.
can find out like
It can finally
what would
end.
happen in a real fight, and it's time to
Long
figure it out.
overdue.
Yes, sir.
I can't even tell you how many times, even coming up, how many times I call you out, like a million at this point.
You did, and it's finally here. Let's get it.
Long overdue.
Have you, when you see that video, has it ever bothered you over the years?
100%. Yeah, it's bothered me. Not so much like recently, but yeah, like when I was first coming up, like that was everywhere, and it's all the time, and it wasn't even like something I felt that was so bad. I felt like it was just like a regular sparring match. You had a couple good moments, but I felt like I sparred pretty good, considering I was really low in weight at the time. But it did bother me, and it's something I always wanted to, put a stake in. Like I don't even want that to even be near me. Like that's why I'm here to fight him and just destroy him, and then nobody got to talk about that no more.
What do you remember about that
Type
sparring
shit.
session, Rollie?
I remember walking into the gym that day, and then he, Otis comes up to me and tells me, hey, this kid went fine. Like, I hadn't sparred in a while. And it's like, oh, someone was sparring, because, I was stopping everybody at Floyd's,
What's weird is I was stopping everybody at Floyd's at the same time. Like I was.
Yeah, I know. I remember you cracked the shit out of Blair.
Blair got knocked out probably like 2 weeks before. Or a week before.
Yeah, Blair's catching strays here at this face-off.
Oh well. Oh well.
Collateral damage.
He'll be
but
all
yeah,
right.
that's what happened.
Do you feel like you got the best of him that day?
Yeah, for sure. But, sparring. Just sparring.
Well, you pushed that out there, like you said, for years. So.
Yeah, but the reason I pushed it out is because he posted a video.
Yeah, because I was resting my case because, you know, they edited a good video.
No.
Actually,
You posted the video first.
You're
Not going to tell me you did not post the video first.
The first sparring, actually, I did what I felt I needed to do. You know, he's a bigger dude. He was hitting, you know, punched pretty hard. So
I was bigger
I was
than
jabbing
you?
him, hooking him, jabbing him, right hand,
Wait,
jabbing
I'm
him.
bigger
He
than
couldn't
you?
catch up to me, though. I'm bigger than you now, though. I'm bigger than you now, though. So
I was
none of
bigger
that
than you
wrestling
then?
ain't going to work this time, I promise you. That wrestling they're trying to put, you know, being all dirty, that ain't going to work this time.
You're dirty. You went like this.
When
Pop, break, and then try to hit me on the. Oh, that's where you f***ed up.
No, that's
you
not
know,
true.
that's
True, bro. You
What you think talking about?
You came in your head.
We can
You still
rewatch
fight.
it.
You still
Man,
fight that
pull
way.
Up right now.
Yeah, he's fighting the same.
Whatever.
Rollie fights
man,
exactly the same.
All I know
Break,
is
break.
during that sparring, he was able to roughhouse me, able to put me in bad position. I didn't want to because I was, you know, physically smaller than him at the time. Now I'm next to him. He looks smaller than me. He look like a baby compared to me. I know I'm a big dude, so you're in for a rude awakening if you think any of that's gonna work. You know, it kind of showed me that your strength ain't really up there anymore when I seen your last 2 fights with Pitbull and the other dudes. So you're in for some. It might be your last
man,
fight.
With Haney, you look like the only time you ever look good was when you dropped him. But I mean, man, Haney, man, he's always.
What do you mean? What do you mean? The only time he looked good is when he dropped him. That was the highlight. And that should be the time he looked good because that was the highlight, Rollie. What you talk about? Just saying shit. And he beat the shit out of Devin. He looked good that whole fight.
Always been.
And you're in big trouble now because you're in for some.
What is you talking
Might
about?
be your last
man,
fight.
With Haney, you look like the only time you ever look good was when you dropped him. But I mean, man, Haney, man, he's always been.
And you're in big trouble now because I'm not doing the stuff I was doing when I was doing with Haney, and I beat him. So that just shows you where I'm at.
So you were doing it or you weren't doing it?
What do you mean? I showed everybody on my Instagram I was drinking, I was smoking. What are you talking about? I didn't hide it. People seen it. But now I'm not. You can see right now I'm clean. So I'm even more focused.
In shape, Brian, gonna be way worse.
I want you to be.
In shape, Brian, gonna be
I
way
don't
worse.
want anyone to take away any credit or any of that stuff once I stop your ass.
Okay, well, like I said, bro, you're gonna be retiring that night. You're gonna be retiring. I promise it's gonna be your last fight.
I don't think so.
Yes, you're gonna be retiring, bro.
He said it's gonna be your last
100%.
fight.
Believe that. Feel that.
Okay. Whatever you say. We shall see.
Just when you train, it's like it's your last fight. All right? Your last fight, your last hurrah, so you better go out with a bang.
All right. We'll see.
Ryan, you said on Twitter
We gonna
recently
see.
that Rollie is here
I
just
got
for
Ryan
fun.
knocking your ass out.
That's what got him
round
here,
8.
and that's the only reason that he's here. Why do you think that?
He's a great talker, man. He's made me laugh millions of times on the internet. When he goes after Shakur, anybody, honestly. Even when he goes after me, I even laugh. So the dude's a funny guy. He got a career being a comedian after this. But as far as the ring, you know, he's definitely went downhill since he got knocked out. I feel like his chin hasn't recovered.
Yeah.
And that's just the honest truth, you know.
I'm gonna second that. I remember I was in Miami in the bar. I saw Rollie get knocked out by Tank. And I knew, I was like, oh, no, that dude's career can't be the same after that. Not after that knockout. When Tank knocked Rollie out, Rollie has not been the same. Same with Ryan. When Tank beat Ryan, he wasn't the same.
I think Pitbull hit him that hard, but, you know, he's not handling punches well. That's just the bitter truth of the sport. Sometimes you get knocked out, your chin gets weak. I feel like your chin is weak. I feel like there's no way in 12 rounds I don't catch you with a good shot.
See, but the difference here is you quit with punchers, bro. You quit with Tank?
I didn't quit, bro.
You did quit.
I had a broken rib.
You had a
Everybody knows
broken
that.
rib?
I had a broken rib. I was dehydrated as I was weak as
Yeah,
So
I
at
was
the end of-
dehydrated as with Tank too.
And
Like
look
I
what the
said,
fuck
you haven't been
happened.
the same since though.
Yeah.
What have you done? You look like
I
with
took a shot-
Duarte and you look like with Devin.
And I beat
You
both
look-
of them.
You look
So
like
if I look like
complete-
but you got
you-
knocked out looking for Easter eggs with Isaac Cruz talking about
Isaac
Happy
Cruz is bad.
Resurrection Day, bro. You didn't even know where you were at, bro, after the fight.
Yeah,
He beat you
did,
that
bro.
bad. Do you think,
Bro, look up the damn
You
it was
did-
Easter.
you-
I told everybody it was
bro? You were looking for Easter eggs in the ring,
No,
though.
it wasn't. What the
You
fuck
was
you
out
talking
there everywhere, bro. you weren't there, bro. So if you say I look like I won, though.
You look like
Oh my god, that shit's funny.
How did you win?
I knocked
It's
out
not-
Duarte.
It's not on your record.
I knocked out Duarte.
It's not on your record.
I knocked out Duarte.
You can't.
Him
you had
being
to
a
come in
bitch
with-
and suing and trying to go for the
You came in 12
and trying to
pounds
overturn
overweight, bro. But you ain't even a professional.
I couldn't even make the weight. I couldn't make the weight.
You couldn't make the
I
weight.
couldn't make the
You
weight.
couldn't- you
I couldn't make the weight.
You couldn't make the
I'm
weight.
147 now for a reason, right?
I'm 147 for a reason. Okay, I moved
That
up.
makes no sense.
Yeah, you.
I just said why I missed weight.
He said that makes no sense. It literally didn't.
I had to kill. You know how bad I had to kill myself to fight Pitbull and this last dude.
Well, like I said, you got knocked out at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you got knocked out, and I won. You said I look like
too.
Yeah, because I got hit with a bite shot. That I was already broken.
Right.
If I got my
technic's
rematch
gonna be
now,
true
if they give me a
regardless,
fair fight now, there's no way I'm going down like that.
You'll go down.
Oh my God, bro. I almost hate the stipulation around Tank. You lose to him, oh, I could have beat him this way. You tie with him, oh, I can beat him. Like, bro, it's annoying, bro. Roach ain't messing with Tank. Rollie ain't messing with Tank. Ryan ain't messing with Tank. Nobody's messing with Tank, bro. I'm telling you right now. Y'all are not beating him on his worst day, bro. God damn, stop with the coulda did this, coulda did that. No. Watch, you gonna catch that rematch. That rematch gonna come around that corner and you gonna see. And then your ass better not say the same thing. Damn, all they do is say that shit about Tank. Like, bro, get off his dick, bro.
Because I got hit with a bite shot. That I was already broken.
Right.
If I got my rematch now, if they gave me a fair fight now, there's no way I'm going down like that.
You'll go down to 140?
No.
Okay.
They need me to make money.
They need you
That's
to
the
make money.
denominator, right? We're making good
I don't
money
know,
here.
bro. I don't think you've been doing too good with as far as money goes, but who knows?
Right? I'm here now, right? Making good money.
Yeah.
You're not doing as good as me, right?
I'm doing better than you, I think.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because you haven't had that many big fights, bro.
Investing, bro.
Investing?
Investing.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
I'm not over
At the end of the day,
He
bro,
said investing.
At the end of the day, though, we're going to decide who's going to win this fight. I don't give a about who got what got what.
You're 2-2 in your last 4 fights. You did win a title in that stretch as well. Do you believe you're still at the top of your game?
No, we don't. Hell no, we don't.
Brian, I'm fighting Ryan, bro. What the motherfucker? Dude, I already know this. I know this. I know you better than you know you at this point. I know everything about you, and you know that. And aside from that,
I don't. I don't know that.
What the fuck is
Why would I know? How?
I know
Makes no
everything
sense.
about you.
What is he talking about?
That sounds like you're in love with me. Are you in love with me?
No,
You know me better than I know myself. That's weird, bro.
I'm not
That's
in love.
f***ing weird.
I'm not in love with you.
Bro,
I
that's
promise
weird.
You, I ain't in love
Are you
with
breaking up with me? That's
See,
weird.
I'll tell you like this though.
You're weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you're
but
weird.
I don't know. You've been hanging out with a lot of people that I don't know, a lot of weird people and stuff like that. So who knows? They might be in love with you.
Maybe they are, bro. Maybe you're in love with me. Maybe
I'm
other
not.
people. That's weird,
You're
bro.
not my type.
Bro, all right, this game weird.
You're not my type.
Tank Davis said recently he actually hits harder than you. Do you believe that?
Maybe he does, yeah.
For sure.
What is going on?
It's all about, landing that shot that they don't see. Setting them up for a shot that they don't see. So
What the fuck am I watching?
that's what power's
Plenty
about.
of shots on you that you didn't see.
Again, 8 years ago, he's talking about, but
Hold on.
power's
Plenty
about
of shots on you that you didn't.
setting them up for a shot that they don't see. So,
I've heard
that's what
landed
power's
plenty
about.
of shots on you that you didn't see.
Again, 8 years ago, he's talking about,
But
but
you're more experienced than me.
you hadn't fought nobody even come close to that level to get to where you were to fight Tank.
I fought
right?
punchers, bro.
Who?
I fought a bunch
Who?
of Barroso was a crazy
Who?
puncher. Barroso, he was a crazy.
The one that was
And-
on his
and-
way to
and-
beat
and-
you, the old man, the grandpa,
So what? He was a hard fight. So what? Luke Campbell dropped your ass,
and I got up and knocked him out.
and I
Right.
stopped the dude.
You didn't stop him. That was
stopped-
controversy.
The controversy. So he was not about to get knocked out.
Rollie is basically a
He
comedy in
wasn't.
boxing.
He was dodging all the punches. That's
He
the
wasn't
truth.
dodging it.
Yes, he
He
was.
wasn't, bro.
He wasn't?
No,
Go
dude,
watch
he
the
was.
replay. I'll bring it up right now. He was
Bring it
dodging
up.
punches.
Bring it up. Do it.
Everybody knows it was a up call. Everybody knows that. You were losing to him. You got dropped, which maybe he does hit hard.
We play hard.
This card has got
Rollie is
several
an idiot,
big
bro.
fights on it, including one with Devin and Jose Ramirez, and nobody is
I'm convinced he
making
is
any
retarded.
secret about what the quote plan is moving forward for a rematch to happen between Ryan and Devin sometime.
I hope he beats Devin again.
But he'd have to beat you first to
No,
get there.
no. He can still fight Ryan after me. I mean Devin after me.
Okay.
Ryan can still fight Devin after me. I don't give a.
It ain't up to you, homie.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you beat him, they'd probably do another
Ryan
fight.
is like, I am fighting a
Yeah, down the
retard.
line, maybe another one. But like I said, that has nothing to do with me. They mad. They could no.
Ryan is
Do
fighting
same
the R
thing
word.
again. They could do it 3, 4, 5 times in a row. Bro, I'll be happy as to watch them knock out Devin 4 or 5 times in a row.
You were in the aftermath of that fight. You
Glaze,
were,
glaze,
I think, happy that it
glaze,
happened.
glaze.
What did you think, though, about what Ryan went through in the aftermath with the positive tests?
I mean, it was an insignificant amount. That weight did help a lot, though.
At the end of the day, I paid him. Bro, he had a chance to pull out of the fight at that moment. He was offered, no, actually, he wanted money. We didn't offer it. We just said we missed weight, can't make the weight. And they took the money. I mean, what can I say? You take the money, and you gotta shut the up. Don't take the money if you're gonna use that as an excuse. Go on ESPN and start saying, you know, he was overweight, he didn't do it, things right. Like, that's some weird. And then assume he's even crazier. He's a weirdo. And his dad's even a bigger weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little weirdo and big weirdo.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have
his dad is
maybe
definitely
to
the
settle the
weirdo.
ring.
And I feel like
I think there's any chance
Devin don't want to be that
Get
weirdo.
out of him again, even worse.
But his
than
dad is
that.
definitely
I think he
the
wants
weirdo.
me to beat Devin so bad. He wants me to beat his ass so I can fight Devin to beat his
You guys
ass.
are fighting anyways. We already know what. You guys are gonna fight no matter what anyways. It has nothing to do with me.
I mean, it's just.
Right, you could get your ass beat by me, get flatlined, whatever, take a knee like you're used to, and then go fight Devin, beat the out of him, bro, and do a boxing world a favor.
Do you think he quit
like that
against
plan.
Tank?
Right. Why, hold up.
No, I didn't quit. Like I said, I was really damaged before in the ring. In the ring, I was so bad. I probably should have pulled out. You know, my lips were blistering, bleeding. I was pissing, basically red. It was just disgusting. You know, did not belong in that ring that night.
But you took the fight.
I did. It was, you know, you're not gonna pass up on that much money. I knew me and Tank had a huge star power, and they did. It was the 5th largest gate in the history of boxing. You know, so I feel like I took a risk and I tried, and it didn't work, and that's just what it is. But the facts are the facts of the position I was in. But I'm ready to try to right that wrong one day too. That's what I'm looking forward to beating, you know, Rolando, and then beating Devin, and then I want to fight Teofimo, and then fight, you know, Tank. That's my plan, and it's optimistic. But
Do you think there's a chance he's...
That's a good plan, Loki. I like that layout. That layout is tough.
Wait, let me say it like this.
I told him on that tweet.
I want him to be working his ass off. I want him to be the best Ryan he can be, because it'll just make the fight even 10 times bigger.
And 10 times, sure.
And I'm gonna work my ass off, and we're gonna make him.
I know I'm gonna get his best. I know I'm not gonna get his, you know, all his other performances, because there's something about me. I know he, you know, it's a big opportunity. I know he's gonna be ready. It's just something about me. He's gonna be training hard, and I gotta be at my best to beat him.
For sure.
How's this fight end?
Oh, Ryan flatline on the canvas, or him taking a knee. Who knows?
Same question.
I feel like I'm the overall a better boxer, so I feel like just my skills are just gonna beat him. If he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. But if not, I'm gonna just beat him.
I see a left hook knocking Rollie out.
Rollie, appreciate it. See you guys both back here May 2nd.
Yeah. Bro, Rollie gonna get cooked, y'all. No, hell no. He ain't being Ryan. Ryan's like elite. Ryan is like a Tank level threat, technically, and also not. You know what I'm saying? I gotta compare Tank because he's my favorite boxer, but currently today. But hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Comment down below what y'all think. That was probably the weirdest face-off I've probably ever seen. I think I apologize for making y'all watch that with me. But hey, we watched it together, man. Hit that sub button. We out.